Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm ChosenEyes, professional psychic medium who also happens to be a doctor here on a mission to train the next generation of unlikely healers, such as myself. That being said, every Monday I offer something called a Monday morning mantra, and this is this week's. Magic is permission. Yeah, I said it. Now, this isn't about having an ethical war as to what it means to, be right or be wrong, right? Or what boundaries are. My point with this is that with magic, yeah, everything's true. Meaning, if you start with casting a spell on yourself by saying you can't start something until you have 50K in the bank, you're absolutely right. You won't start it. If you say that you can't do something as far as buying a new home until you meet all these other criteria, yeah, you're right. If you tell yourself going into it that you have a lack, with words of lack, that you can't do something, you're right, you can't. Or if you say, hey, what I have is what I need, and I can use it to get to the next best step, that's also true. Why am I picking at those topics in particular? Well, I have a lot of clients who come to me and create these really lofty and strange criteria saying that they can't do something until they meet this really crazy goal. And then they wonder why it's taking so long for that thing to be met or for it to find them. Well, you created this thing called restriction and a barrier rather than a boundary. Why do I say that? Well, the difference between structure and restriction is that structure allows for things to flow and to move in a way that helps you to be smarter, not harder, as you're navigating the creative process. Restriction, on the other hand, is pretty rigid, and it very much blocks in and keeps out anything that could be trying to come to help you. An example of this is if you just said, I can't do anything until I have 50K in the bank. Okay. Anytime that you see something coming toward you, you're not, like maybe $5,000 just to get started, you're not going to see that as help. You're going to see that as not enough. Or let's say that you went into it saying, you know what? I've got a pencil, I've got a paper. I'm going to go ahead and start writing this thing out. And I'm going to hold the intention of what it takes to breathe life into this, right? Not just hold the intention, but embody it. I'm going to live its creation, right? I'm writing a screenplay. I'm going to have my notebook with me. I'm going to be writing down notes. When I get those bursts of inspiration, boom, I'm going to keep jotting it down. Hey, maybe that even means just seemingly farting around on the laptop and looking at screenwriting classes, right? Or looking at possible funding avenues. And lo and behold, you find a grant that you can actually write for that's $5,000. Now, true, it's not 50, but it's 5 more than what you had. See, that mentality helps you move forward. That mentality is a permission-based mentality. It allows you to give yourself permission to let your magic flow in a way that's going to benefit not only you, but others too. It's when we keep restricting ourselves by saying, if this, then true. And in some instances, yeah, restriction's not a bad thing within reason, right? We're all creators. We're all creatives. We all do things that involve taking something so seemingly intangible and we bring it down here and breathe life into it. The question is, are you going to allow yourself to work smarter with it or to flow with it? Or are you going to force yourself to have to work yourself into a trap of a never-ending cycle where it may or may not happen? Let me know if this resonates. Like, share, subscribe, do all the things. Pass it along for somebody else who you may feel needed. Keep your gazes forward, y'all. You got this. Give yourself permission. Bye.